Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ben from KCT, the real one here, and I am here to make your day so much more handsome than it already is. There's a product that came out recently, and really, I don't think anybody is talking about it. So I'm a weirdo. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go talk about it. And it is the NPL 30 from Nitecore. Now, Nitecore has weird naming conventions like everything else in the tactical community. I'm assuming this stands for Nitecore Pistol Light 30. Now, they sell this as a universal weapons light. And so what they're saying is that you can mount this on your handgun or whatever, or you can go to your long gun, however you want to do it. And, you know, it should function well on both. So let's go ahead and take a look at it just real quick. This is mounted up on one of my Blizzasters. And so we can see here, cool Nitecore logo. Yeah, all right. So it's got two paddles on either side, or one paddle on either side that give you that, woo, got a feeling. And then if you tap it 3 times, one, two, three. 1, 2, 3. All right, one is it does strobe, which, as you can see how hard that is to do, and I consider that an absolutely worthless function. Tapping it 3 times and then holding it on the third, it's bullshit. So for me, it doesn't have a strobe. Strobe is always relative for other people. Anyways, so I have it mounted up on a rail on this little poor man's HSP, thorn tail, whatever. This is a longer rail piece that is hanging over the edge. Because it is a chunky boy. So yeah, that's how I got that on there. And it is huge, and it is actually powered by two 123As. You heard me right, 2 123As. So I just want to take a look real quick. We're not going to do an in-depth comparison with lumens and all that stuff right now, because it's about 4,000 degrees in the studio. And I really want to get out of here before I melt or catch on fire or my phone fries. So what I want to do is kind of compare it to some of the other options on the market and what you might see out there. So let's take a look, shall we? Okay, guys, so this is the NPL 30, the Neo Patrick Light 30, and here it is next to some of its, competition, I guess. Now, you'll notice that we have the front side post ring on the Sweet Enforce WML. You can actually do that with this, and you can and should if you are going to use it at a 12 o'clock position on a gun that doesn't have a front side post or that you had a flip-up sight on. If you don't know what front post ring is, go check them out online. The name is the description, the whole 9 yards, and you're going to be pretty impressed if you like to run like a flip-up sight, but you also have an Enforce. So, shameless plug aside, because it's awesome stuff. You can actually just go ahead and mount that right on there, and it is the proper height to give you that coarse aiming dot up close and personal like you like. So, actually it doesn't look too big, does it? So right here, obviously we have the Enforce, the APL. There's a Nitecore, and there's the other Enforce. WML. So it's weird because it has double the battery size of these other lights. So you're looking at one here, a 123A, one here, 123A, two here. And really, no bigger footprint. It's a chunky boy, to be sure, but there's no bigger footprint than the WML, or APL. Gosh, this stuff here. And then, of course, it's shorter by far than the Enforce model. It's a lot heavier. We will at some point weigh it out, but it is definitely a lot bigger than what it should be. Well, I guess it is as big as it needs to be. Now we are looking at 4 CR3 LEDs. I don't know how bright the thing is supposed to be. I know they say that it is dizzying polarity. I don't really tell me, which is really weird. Yeah, it's a runtime of 1 hour 45 minutes. It says. I have not tried that, and it has a highly efficient constant current circuit which provides a stable output. To me, it always looks like it drops down in intensity. Oh, it's on the later. 1200 lumens is what it says. So, what? I don't know if that's 1200 lumens. I do know that it's like the one light that I'm scared to turn on. All the lights I have. So, to get to your battery, go ahead and little screw thing here. So, there is a little button here that is a screw they say to not tighten. Okay. You push it in, and you have access to your batteries. Now, on a rifle, that's not bad because it's mounted like this. However, on a handgun, you are going to have to remove it to change your batteries. Where with the APL, the batteries go up in the front, through the front. You do not have to remove it. So, depending on the convenience and how much this thing actually lasts through what it says it does, because I have a hard time believing that it does 1200 lumens for almost 2 hours. We'll see. But that's how you do it anyways. And again, they say don't tighten this screw, for God's sakes, whatever you do. I don't know what the heck it does besides that. And like, oh, you could also push this grabby bit. You know, oh, yeah, you pull this little bit right here. So your fingernail on there, and pop, whee, batteries, there they are. So, now, the mount is a little bit weird if you look at it. It's sort of like that vegan girl that you knew in college, like, really quirky and, you know, just fun enough, but at the same time, kind of problematic when mounting. There's that cutout there on this side to attach to the rail, and then this side is totally flat, and then there is, there you go. There, that pops out when you tighten it. So you actually have that little grabby bit that clamps down right there. Boom, right there. So what you actually do is you'll put this side is cut off camera. This cut side onto your rail first, and rock it on with the flat side, which it's kind of stupid. So let's see here. Put that, and there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, mount it up on the Glock here, and this is a RTF2 Gen 3, old school. I'm a Glock FUD, so you know, something like that. And as you can see, it is for redonkulous as it is. It doesn't really do too much more. Although if you look at where it sticks out a bit further than the APL. So the thing is indexing this, depending on how long your fingers are, can be awesome or shitty. For me, I really have to get out there and push, or come out with a support hand, because it's like far enough out here that I kind of rotate my grip a little bit, which is doable, but it's not as comfortable as something like the APL, which is the reason I chose this, is because I like the comfort of being able to just hit one of those paddles and not do like the up and down, like the Surefires or the Streamlights or whatever there. So I really like the paddles on the APL better than this system, because you do have to go much more forward to activate it. However, that'll be a training thing. We'll have to see. Now the question is holsters for this. I doubt there's going to be anything anytime soon for this. But there are some that are universal, like the Blackhawk Omnivore and the the Phobos lighthouse sort of heck it is. That you can do multiple things with it. So we will go ahead and wrap this up right now because, again, it is super hot in here and I just don't want to be here. I love you guys despite all that. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here. Check out all the other videos. I don't know. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All the stuff you guys already know what to do.